right, guys, we got the 455E back in the shop today. I'm a little bit sick, so that's why my voice is kind of sounding funny. If you guys have not seen, we did a recovery mission on this thing, a couple months ago actually. Picked this thing up. I'll put a link in the description to the video down below, but story was the water pump went out of it, and the guy parked it and left it sit for about 10 years. You guys can see that exhaust pipe over there. It's been sitting open to the elements. Anyway, when I went to go get it, the engine's actually locked up on it. So I don't know, some rainwater got down the exhaust and maybe it's got a couple pistons locked up a little bit or something like that. That's what we're hoping. Or they run it hot and lock the engine up, we don't know. So we've got it in the shop. Kevin's actually getting a piece of steel cut right now to make a boom lock for that cylinder there, because we need the arms up to work on it. So we got the old 544E wheel loader over there holding her up. He's gonna get a piece cut, and then I guess we're gonna dive into her. Probably get this exhaust manifold out of here, and then we'll pull all these injectors out and try to get some mystery fluid down in there. All right, Kevin got us a piece of angle iron cut there. It's actually we'll lower the boom down a little bit so it'll lock it in place there. It'll be a stop on that cylinder, so be all safe while we're working underneath those loader arms there. So I'm going to let off on the wheel loader a little bit and let her sit down on there. All right, we got the boom lock in there. I think you guys remember I said this engine's locked up. We're hoping it's just got some water in the exhaust, but I think easy as this thing is to work on, me and Kevin's just decided that we may just yank the head off this thing and just go right down to the problem, hopefully, and see what's going on instead of trying to mess through some little injector holes and all that. But it doesn't take an extra 30 minutes to get the head popped off this thing. So being we've got it this far, we'll yank his stuff off and get the head off of it and see what's going on. I'll take his exhaust manifold off first, and I think Kevin's gonna work on that side to get the air cleaner and stuff off. We'll pop the valve cover off there and kind of see what's going on under there. You guys can see right here, I've got water dripping out of this number 4 manifold back here. It's just regular rainwater, so that is looking like a culprit there, huh? That water comes in this muffler and it goes right directly into that back cylinder. That's definitely water for sure. It could be the death of the engine. Manifold.
And you would like for me to hold it, won't
It's
you?
probably heavy.
Well,
I got my arm kind of under it.
okay.
You ready? Oh, there went the water. All right, I'm going out your way.
Sure.
All right. You can tell we've definitely got some water problems over here. All right. A little crime scene investigation. That looks like water. Oh, that's plumb full of water. Look at that. You guys see that in there? That's like a lake in there, bub.
I was going to say, it kind of looks like me after some Taco Bell.
That's right. So I'm guessing it may have rained when it parked, but they didn't cover that exhaust pipe up and all the rainwater's got in there. So it wouldn't matter what we done pulling injectors out. It wouldn't fix that situation, I can guarantee you. Be lucky if the motor's ain't good yet. It's not froze and busted. Should be fine, huh?
She's a beach.
This back cylinder is plumb full. You guys see that coming out? Well, we definitely need to pull the head off for sure. No doubt about that.
Suck that water up.
Just that
Stay
easy.
still.
What model is this? A
Stay building some starting fluid.
4276. What model is this? You got the tag over here, don't you? You might have one of these motors out there. Down one more.
76.
42, 76.
76.
So you know what that number, first number means?
Nope.
4-cylinder, 276 cubic inches.
She's a beast.
She's a beast, 276.
That's probably what my Excalibur has in it.
I doubt it. So all your John Deere motors will be like the newer ones switch to liters. Like the newer ones are like a 40-45. It's a 4-cylinder, 4.5 liter. Your 60-68s are 6-cylinder, 6.8 liters. The old ones went on the cubic inches. Well,
You make my throat hurt when you talk.
I know it's hurting my throat. I don't feel that bad. I just don't sound good. I think we're ready to start yanking the head off, ain't we? Get that valve cover off.
That's right.
Maybe we can salvage something. What's the name of the light here? We gotta be careful with those injectors sticking down there too. Oh yeah. We manhandling it?
I got a screwdriver underneath the front there.
You just don't get it under the injector. People's probably blasting us right now.
I can't believe you used a primer. Take it apart.
Don't know if they've seen all the water running out of it. How big a boy are you?
Son, I was in there lifting yesterday.
We want forklift it or manhandle it? Or hung on something. Gasket.
Okay.
Got it. How about this table over here? Are you swimming? Oh yeah. It's nice clear water too.
It's
Number
better.
3's full.
It holds. That's good. That means the ring's good.
Yeah. Well,
You don't ever want them to leak out.
yeah. Yeah. I know what our problem is. This has got liners in it too, so we do try to crank it over. I have to put a bolt in there to hold these liners down so they don't move. May need a engine kit put in it, bub. Well, I guess we get a vacuum, suck that water out, and go from there. And the head's over here. You got a little hammer you can tap these valves with. See if they're stuck. Have them hit these valves and see what they do. Oh, it's bouncing. That one's bouncing. Yeah. Yep. 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 None of them stuck. That's amazing. Might we'll clean that all up. All right, we're gonna have a vacuum party. All right, Kevin got the water pump off there and got some bolts holding these cylinder liners in there with some washers. So if you go cranking this motor, being these things are stuck, you can actually just crank these liners right up out of there. There's nothing holding them. The head's what holds them down. There's some O-rings down below that separates the oil and the water. And so we got those in there. He's gonna give them a little snug down, and then we'll see if we can get in there and clean some of that nastiness out. All right, we got her looking a little bit better. Still got some rust and stuff in that front one. It's like the worst. But these other ones aren't doing too bad so far. We've been using a ball hone a little bit and some sandpaper by hand, trying to get that roughness out. You can even read the part numbers on top of pistons. But this tractor didn't have that many hours on, I believe. They were original. The owner told me they was, previous owner. Yeah, it's got 3,300 on it. I'm guessing that may be true. It's got the original undercarriage. It's about stretched out. The bucket and stuff kind of shows hours, and so does the engine. So that being said, I'd like to get this one going down if we can, to try to get some more of this cleaned up. We can get a hone down in there. So right now they're all sitting dead even, which is kind of amazing. So as we crank it, we're trying to get these two should go down, then these two should come up, so we can clean those real good, and we'll swap around. That's if they break loose first. So we've been spraying some penetrating oil and stuff in there. I'm getting ready to spray them again. I'm gonna try to pull out this plug here. I think I might be able to turn the engine over here pretty easy. All right, I got a turning tool here in the flywheel. So see if I'm right here, Kevin. I got a gear going here on the flywheel, right? So that means I'm pushing down, turning this way. It's going to turn the crankshaft that way, right? It's opposite what I'm going, because I got a gear in there now. Turning on another gear. I'm pushing down. It's going to spin that. So that means you need to go that way, right? All right, we're going to try to see if we can freewheel. You ready?
Yep.
Did you move or just me?
Just you.
I don't think I'm doing anything. I can get a block of wood and tap those pistons. I've had to do that before too.
Yeah.
How's that sound? Let's not go the whole way. All right, I got us a block turned down a little bit. Hopefully it fits in the cylinder here. Oh yeah. We'll be ready for the hammer. Let's get out a little hammer here and tap them. I got lines in my way over here. People's cringing right now.
Maybe she needs some soaking.
Maybe fill her plumb full. Let her sit.
Fill her full.
What kind of concoction you got?
Go to the gas station and get some kerosene.
What you got there, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, a little lacquer thinner.
Lacquer thinner. I got some transmission fluid. We're gonna have a party. Oh, I wonder what the perfect ratio is here.
About that much to that much.
Isn't it amazing how all the cylinders are sitting all level. This is gonna be highly explosive. How much oil you need in there? Somebody's probably got the perfect ratio sitting at home screaming at us.
That'd be alright. They're not here.
Can't tell us what to do when you're not here.
That's right.
What do you think? I see it doing stuff. And give it the stir job. Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Well, I think we're gonna let that sit in there for a while. Maybe at the end of the day we'll try it again. What do you think?
Yep.
If we're lucky, all that's gone here in a little bit.
That's right.
All right, we'll be back.
On yours. They're eating through.
Me and Kevin was sitting there watching these, and it's freaking.
It's eating it out right now.
She is dropping down these levels. You see it swirling? They're all going down, which that's a good thing. It may blow up, but. Maybe we need to make our own brand of penetrating oil. Might be highly flammable though.
No. No. We can write whatever we want on the side of the bottle.
This Lawson stuff says it passes, what's it say? Non-flammable per flame extension test.
No.
But when you spray it on something that you're cutting, like on a lathe, it catches on fire. They lied to me. It also says you can't sell this in California.
No, you can't sell anything in California. Ooh, look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles.
It's definitely doing stuff. I think we should let her sit. Come back after a bit and see what's going on. It'd be like brand new.
No, bub.
All right, while you guys are watching the mystery potion, I'll soak down in there. Me and Kevin actually got the injectors out. They were kind of stuck in there. I'm not going to tell you how we got them out. It might have involved that socket. We'll put that out of the way. They're cores.
Hammers and pry bars everywhere.
That's kind of.
There's not really any hiding it.
They're cores anyway. I didn't want to chance them. So we're going to pull the valves out. I got my super sweet 6-cylinder. How's this going to work? We got two. We're missing 2 cylinders. So actually I've got 4 valves per number here. This is for working on late model stuff. So we're going to pull our valves out, stick them in here, clean them up, clean that head up, and we'll see what they look like.
All kinds of seat pressure in it. Look at that.
Yeah, not bad though. Actually wish I had a pneumatic one, you know? All right, I've got all the valves out, springs, the little keepers on there. Everything's looking, I mean, it's dirty, but I think it's something we can all fix up here in the shop, don't you, Kevin?
Yeah.
Clean it up. We'll have Randy pressure wash the head off real good. Then we'll go through and clean all the valves up and make sure everything's nice and flat. But I think that's fixable. We'll definitely have to get some new injectors. And we're gonna let this keep soaking over here. Then maybe later on here after lunch or something, we'll try to see if this is gonna break loose or not. All right, guys, I don't know what happened to the second half of this video, but I have no audio all day long on this thing. So I've got over an hour of footage left here and there's no audio on it whatsoever, but it's the next day here. We've let the engine set for almost 24 hours now and it's still tight as a jug. So at this point, I actually ordered a bunch of parts the night before. I actually ordered a complete in-frame overhaul kit from John Deere. It's actually only $800 and some. Comes with new pistons and rings and liners and bearings and all that good stuff. So I think at this point in the game, it was the best choice, because I don't think that thing was coming loose. We'd messed with it, beat on it. So, and if we did get it, even if we did get it broke loose, we could take a chance of maybe having a broken piston ring or a stuck piston ring. So we'd be putting it all back together just to come find out we're going to take it all back apart. So anyway, we're going to just start stripping stuff off of it. So. All right, guys, you can see we just got the belly pan off of it, and you can see it is packed full of dirt. You can see where the oil pan was sitting from the engine there. This thing's not been off for a long time, but that makes them run hot and rust out and everything else, but that stuff's packed in there super tight. And I think I go underneath the tractor here too and show you guys it's all packed up in there tight. So at this point, we're actually considered just doing an in-frame in it, which basically what that means is rebuilding the engine in the frame of the tractor. So our plans are to drop the oil pan there and knock the pistons and liners and stuff in the tractor rather than taking the whole engine out. But after we got to looking, there's a bunch of oil lines and stuff in there, and it wasn't that much harder just to yank the front nose off, and I think there's 4 bolts holding that engine in there. So we just went ahead and yanked the whole engine out, and I'm glad we did, because we fought it here later on in the video. You see it's getting some liners and stuff out. So all right, you guys see we got the hard nose off of it in the radiator. Actually got the engine getting ready to pull it out right now. So there's actually only 4 bolts that hold it to the transmission there. So it's really pretty simple. A little bit tight getting in there, but not too big a deal. So we're getting her wiggled out of there right now. All right, we got her all out, taking a look here at the clutch housing. Did have a little bit of water in there, and I noticed the throwout bearing's bad, so actually going to replace the throwout bearing and later on pull a clutch apart on the tractor. The clutch disc was still pretty good yet, but it'd been kind of stuck to the flywheel, and actually found a spring missing out of it, so I'm going to replace the clutch, throwout bearing, and the pilot bushing, or pilot bearing on this thing too. So, but it's definitely been sitting for a while and had some moisture around it. So, all right, I actually pressure washed the engine. You guys can see there's water dripping out of the side of the oil pan there now. That's not from me getting water in it from pressure washing. That's just rainwater that's collected in the engine over the years. So probably when I was pressure washing it, blew the rest of the gasket out there or what have you. So, but anyway, Kevin's getting ready to pop the drain plug on this thing, but I wish you guys could have heard some of this audio, because it was freaking hilarious. He was cracking up laughing, but there was so much water coming out of this thing. It probably had 3 gallons or so in it, but luckily the water it was in it wasn't really above the oil pan, the top of the oil pan. You can see his face here, he's just cracking up laughing. But being that water wasn't above the top of the oil pan, it didn't really get in the crank, so it didn't really hurt much of the engine. So thankfully, I think we got some audio back here. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but it come back in here in this next clip. You can see all that water just drain out there. He's just dying laughing, making fun of me. I don't know. I was having a bad day there anyway. So, but hopefully we got some audio back. All right, we got her all mounted up. Kevin's giving her the rotation effect. Let's see how much of a big mess we got going on here. Oh yeah, I got my finger out. You're fine. We'll get a pan.
I thought you were being serious.
I'm gonna hold it.
Okay. I think you're more fun.
It kind of looked dirty. It's put it under there and I'll let my finger go when it gets over there. Got it.
Just go real fast. And what about the other one?
Oh, my fingers aren't quite that wide, bub. Uh-oh, you better go quick. She's a leaker. Hurry. Oh my God. Didn't quite make it.
Yeah, it did. You need a rag, don't you?
I need some pig mats over here.
Big Matt.
What a mess. All right, we got that cleaned up a little bit. We're going to try to break one of these dudes loose. I just took some pictures and stuff in here. Verified all these main caps are numbered in order. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like our rod bearings are labeled 1, 2, 3, 4. Numbers are all on this side. Definitely got to put everything back the way it come in. So we're gonna do take some bolts off and get the hammer. We was trying to move this thing and it's still not turning. So we'll try to get one of those loose and see if we can beat the piston and liner out. So, but all in all, this is looking pretty good so far. I'm kind of surprised actually. So.
Everything I'm walking on is just gonna turn like that. Where the oil pump was.
Not terrible. Yeah, I got the... You do a little 4-cylinder right there.
Mm-hmm.
How much more can I go?
Okay. Maybe.
Oh.
Got it, I think. Let's see. Yep.
Got any wiggles? Is it done?
No, she's done.
What's happening there, ain't they?
For free, Willie.
Well,
Shut up.
teeth straight up. Uh-oh. Trying to crank out.
It's trying to come out.
I got you. Oh. Like that.
One more.
Not there.
Bar.
Got it. Got her.
Cock news.
All right, I made a super sweet tool on the lathe. Cut a piece of handrail up, turned it down so it will fit inside these lifters. Kevin's getting those wiggled out of there. And just a little bit dirty. crusty. Oh, you missed it. These things actually go in at an angle. You got those holes drilled at angle. It's all high tech. That one's a little sticky, ain't it?
It's because you turned on the camera.
That's right. They've been coming out pretty easy till right now. Oh, you lost it. Oh, you got it. Jackpot. Hey,
Who's
don't fall
over here
down.
trying to trip me?
So, we're gonna go through, clean all these up, inspect everything. So far, I think it's definitely usable. If that thing would have sat there much longer, I think it would have went bad. Got too much rainwater in there, would have got up in the crank and stuff. But what do you think, Kevin? Looking all right so far?
So far, so good.
This oil filter's like from the 80s. It's on here. It's probably got the old style Deere on. I was trying to see. Anyway, we'll get this cleaned up and see what we got going on. I'm going to take this clutch apart here too. See how that disc looks. Make sure it's not trash. So I got a new engine kit with bearings, front and rear seals. How you doing? All right, we're gonna pause for this commercial break.
Things will keep going better.
All right, we got I got the clutch off the back of it. The clutch disc doesn't look too terrible, but I did find some pieces from the spring inside there. So being that's been wet and corroded, and gonna replace that. We got where these lifters been sitting on the camshaft, they've got some marks on them I don't like either. Got two are fine. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull the whole front timing cover off. I didn't really want to, but we're gonna pull a camshaft out. Probably on dowels. We're gonna pull a cam out and take a look at it, and see what it looks like. Quit hammering while I'm talking. I can't really talk the way it is. All right, we got the timing cover all off. Got some gears marked here. Kevin's rotating her over, and then he's gonna pull the camshaft straight out instead of pulling out horizontal. Might take a chance of nicking some bearings. I'll do it this way. It should pull straight up in theory. All right. All right, Kevin's getting ready to pull the camshaft out. You're doing a good job.
Thanks. There comes the journal.
These journals are all the same size, it seems like, so you gotta be careful. Entering the next one, you don't nick them and scar them up. You want to help you pull? Or...
Feels like there's a lot of goodness on there.
You guys can see that cam going up through there. We're going to get it out and take a look at it and see what it looks like. Alright guys, I think that camshaft's going to clean up good. Kevin's over there polishing it up. I am going to get some new lifters for it because those a little bit more, you can feel them with your fingernail. Probably would be alright, but we're going to go ahead and get some new ones. We've got a lot of cleaning up to do. I think everything's going to be fine. So, like I said, I've got a new engine kit coming forward. Got to get a couple more gaskets for the timing cover and stuff. I've got new hoses coming. We got to get a bunch of little stuff while we're in here. Rubber hoses on these lines. We're going to go ahead and replace all that. New clutch and all that kind of stuff. So, this project's turned into a monster real quick. So, no, that's nasty. Anyway, if you guys like his stuff, definitely let me know, comment, because it's something like this, we're getting a lot of money wrapped up in it, so we couldn't do it without you guys. So definitely comment and share. It helps us out a bunch too. If you're not done so, definitely subscribe. So we'll have another video coming out probably next time on this, putting this motor back together, and we got plenty of more stuff coming. So we'll see you guys next time. All right, guys, again, sorry for that audio situation. I hate that happened because I cut out a bunch of footage we had in here, but appreciate you guys hanging around and watching the video. But we'll try to get the audio straightened up, and we'll definitely have some more cool stuff putting this motor back together and everything else. So, but definitely appreciate. Want to apologize again for that out of audio. So I tried to do stuff in real time. I don't like doing voiceover stuff, so I feel like it's more real in live time. So, but anyway, guys, we will catch you next time.